If you were to sit me down and ask me what my favorite Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game is in the series, it would definitely be Pro Skater 3. I like the balance between the first two games, as well as signifying the direction the franchise was going to go in future titles. And I personally think they leaned too hard into the jackass stuff later on, but that's just me. So it got me curious, wondering if there were any publicly available prototype builds or beta builds, what have you, available for Pro Skater 3. One quick Google search later, and to my surprise, there is something, which I found on hiddenpalace.org. Earliest prototype build from my research publicly available is a build from July 12th, 2001, just 3 months before the game was to be released. And yes, it's playable through PCSX too. So, short intro out of the way, let's get right into it. Upon booting the game, there's a splash screen. No intro movies or anything. We're just taken straight to the skate shop. The first thing you'll notice is that there is no Rastapopulus, or Rastaman as he's also known in the franchise, behind the counter as the skate shop owner. Just a random NPC that looks kind of like Darkside Phil.
Oh, the camera's on. Oh, the camera's on.
Flipping through the various menus that are available and not grayed out, they are laid out quite differently. There are also a few differences that can be seen in the appearances of various pro skaters. Kareem Campbell has a different shirt graphic, Rune Glifberg has no graphic on his shirt and his shoes are different, Bam Margera has a completely different t-shirt, Jeff Rowley looks totally different from his final game counterpart, and Jamie Thomas just has different shoes. Not every pro skater has their signature decks, as some are just a placeholder, but you can customize the grip tape and wheel color. Before I go any further, I just want to announce that while recording the prototype, I found it. I found the funny. In normal Pro Skater 3, you cannot modify the bodies of the pro skaters, but in the prototype, you can adjust their height and their weight. May I introduce to you Tony Thick? I can't look at him. I can't believe it. Tony Thick in my video game. You cannot do this in the final game. I tried out of morbid curiosity, and it cannot be done. look at his elbow to his forearm. It's crooked. So I'm going to be playing through the prototype as Tony Thick. In this prototype, there are only 4 levels: Canada, Suburbia, Los Angeles, and Tokyo. Pressing square or circle flips the level tapes over to show the goals for the selected level, something that's kinda neat that didn't appear in the final game. Nothing too remarkable to be shown in Canada or Suburbia, but right off the bat you'll notice a couple of sound differences. There's a lot of placeholder dialogue in this prototype with some less than stellar voice acting.
Get me over here!
Also, the special trick sound is pitched up a semitone too high from the original, while in the final version of the PS2 version of the game, it's a semitone too low. I guess they were just trying to fix sample rate issues, because in other versions of the game, it isn't pitched down and it doesn't sound so bit crushed. I'm pretty sure the tune that the ice cream truck plays as it circles Suburbia is different in this earlier version of the game.
Man, something crawl up there and die?
I guess one more thing I could notice that writable services are a little wonky. Anyway, on to Los Angeles. After triggering the earthquake, the man stuck in the car on the overpass, the placeholder dialogue is so deadpan, it's kind of funny.
Get me out of here, please, help!
And to stop the thieves, you not only have to grind over the car and knock it down, you also have to grind the street sign dangling down to let it fall on top of the thief vehicle. And let me tell you, it was kind of difficult to grind it, but in the end, Tony Thick pulled off an incredible feat of sheer primal skateboarding thanks to his girth, and glided across that street sign like it was nothing. Last stop, Tokyo. A lot of the signs are different from the final product, and the audio levels are all off and askew in this level. And lastly, the area where you have to do a grind across the wires to get to the secret area. In this prototype, you don't have to do that. What you do is you wall ride the big sign instead to gain access. And once you get access, you'll notice no textures. But once you get in, you're able to skate about, and everything looks peachy keen. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little peek into a prototype build of this game. Probably a brief video, but something interesting that I had found that I wanted to document for you guys. And that'll do it for me. I'm out.